Kat, and today we're going over our weekly plan, our weekly Flylady plan for at-home homemakers. If you're watching this as a recording, then I'd like you to stay and watch the whole thing, but if you can't and you want to just hurry and get to the meat of the subject, then wait for me to hold up my planner like that, and you'll know that that is what the actual plan is for the week. But in the beginning, I love to say hello to you. So I'd love for you to subscribe. I'd love to come on live with me and say hello, and I can greet you. And at the end, we'll answer questions. So welcome. Okay, let's see who's here. JL. Hi, JL. Can you tell I'm in Alabama? Can you feel it in your soul? Connie Miller, good morning. Lisa Iao is giving me some love. Megan Curley is here. Good morning. Debbie Ernst, good morning from Indiana. Good morning, everyone. Let me see if this is too hot. No, it's not. You can, JL? That's so funny. Then you know I could just pop over at any time, so get your morning routine done. Brittany Douglas, good morning, Kat. So good to see you from Springy, Kentucky. I like that name. Did you make that up, or is that an actual city? Tiffany Ziegler, good morning, Tiffany. RV Life with Kat and Mr. B is here. That is actually Mr. B. Happy Monday, everyone. As you can tell, we are in our RV living full time now, but I still have the knowledge of how to take care of a home since I did it for well over 40 years. And if you have an RV, it's the same thing anyway. It's just a smaller home. You have to take care of it. Okay, let's see. Everybody's popping in. Good morning, Tony Rose. And she says, good morning, everyone from California. She didn't say that. I said that. Nancy Soretta, good morning from Connecticut. Vegan Mama, hey, Elena with your mama, Angela. Good morning. Emily Hall, hi, I tried to recreate the wheel. Oh, babe, I'm so sorry. And now my house is a disaster. Motivated to get back into your system, but also overwhelmed at the state of my house. Take a breath. Take a breath. And then forgive yourself, give yourself some grace, and start with your routines, okay? Just follow the plan. Don't try to catch up, Emily. You can do it. Gaynor Lloyd, hello from the UK. Hi, Gaynor. Gaynor. Lovely JL says, if you come near Oak Mountain, I'll take you out to Cracker Barrel. Okay, well, I don't know that we will, but if we do, I'll give you a ring. Thank you. That's very sweet. Michelle Kennedy Hawkins, happy Easter Monday. Our snow is gone. I'm in Alberta. That's fabulous, Michelle. So glad. Do you get all the different winters like redbud winter, blackberry winter, dogwood winter? We get those in the Carolinas, I know in Tennessee, where, winter keeps coming and going. Do you get that? Michelle? Brittany Douglas, no, it's just a lovely day in spring. Okay. Lori Vinson, good morning from Kentucky. Hi, Lori. Irene Hartwood, good morning, Kat and Mr. B from beautiful Brandon, Manitoba. Good morning, Irene. Please tell Jamie I said hello. I hope she enjoyed the video, and I'm sorry I called her Jane. Laura, I keep thinking about that all week long. Laura Lobo, good morning. It's been so long since I've caught you live. Good morning. Hi, Laura. JL said, I did mine. Yes, you did. She gave us a thumbs up. We have only 8 thumbs up, girls. What's happening? Polly Paget, good morning, Polly. Kathy Jones, good morning, Kat and Mr. B. Hi, Kath. All right, I'm going to have another sip of this delicious coffee and tell you that I'm having such a nice time in Alabama. The reason we're in Alabama, just so you know, is this is our new home and it needs its annual check. So it just happens to be the time we bought it was due for an annual check. So we're here, we're going to get our fluids changed. We're getting it all checked out by Tiffin, which is where she was born in 2013. And they said to list a thing of things that you need done. And it was hard to think of things that needed being done in it because it's in such great shape. So yay. Amy Martindale, good morning. What do I do this morning since we returned from camping yesterday and I'm faced with so much laundry, food to put up, and just a mess? Amy, the number one thing is you have to empty all your luggage, including your food, everything you took out within the first 24 hours. So that's your mission today. Get that laundry started, get those suitcases put away or boxes or whatever you took into your camper or whatever you had, the food, put it away. You can do it. It won't take long. Don't get overwhelmed. Take a nice deep breath and go forward. Okay, do your morning routine first though. Let's see. Michelle said, winter just comes and goes as spring starts to arrive. Otherwise, it's just winter. Bless your heart. Randy Cahota said, good morning for everyone. Happy spring. Yes, happy spring. Jackie Longnecker. Hi, Kat. Hi, Jackie. Irene said, you only called her Jane because my spell checker changed it from Jamie. It wasn't you. I know, but I knew better, and I just didn't pay attention. I apologize. Give her my most sincere apologies. Mr. B said, want to be personally mentored by Flylady Kat? That's me. Well, then join Flylady Kat's special mentoring Patreon channel and be in this special private group. And it is open for business. It's the first of the month. It's a great time to sign up. There are different levels for signing up. You can be personally mentored by me, which is a great way to have accountability and help you get through that first 30, 60, 90 days or more that you need to get the habits established. Most habits take 90 days. You can be mentored by me 4 times a month. That's once a week. That's $100 a month. And that includes all the videos that I also make that are on there. There are at least 1,000. And I make a new one 5 days a week for you on Patreon. If you want to be mentored only twice a month, then it's $50 a month, and that also includes the videos. If you just want to be mentored once a month, it's $25, and that also includes the videos. And speaking of videos, you can have a personalized video made by me for you for your specific need every single month for an additional $5. So if you're just signed up for the videos themselves, they're $5 a month. For $10, you can have a personalized video from me to you every single month, and it's yours forever. If you're signed up for once a month mentoring and you just feel like you need a little extra spot check, I can make one for you for $30. If you're going twice a month and you still need one, $55. And if you are 4 times a month and you still feel like you need that little extra oomph, $105. And that's a lot of personal love and care from me to you. So think about it. If it's in your budget, go ahead and sign up. It'll be a great investment in yourself. Okay, if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. Please share it with your friends. Please make comments. I do read them. I can't answer the questions because there's just way too many. I do answer questions on Patreon. At least once a week, I answer questions on Patreon. And also give us a thumbs up. These things tell YouTube that this is a favored channel, and then when they see somebody who they think might be interested in it, they'll pop that up as a suggestion. And it's a great way for new people to learn how to take care of their family and their homes, and it makes me very happy. Okay, let's see what all the little comments are back here. Amy Martindale said, thank you. Kathy Jones said, JL, live in Shelby, Alabama, and love Oak Mountain. Do you live in Pelham? That's where my daughter lives. Roxy Wolf, good morning, Roxy. By the way, I'm in Red Bay right now at the Tiffin factory area. Kathy, right around the corner, JL said. Tony Rose, have you christened your new motorhome with a name? Yes, her name is Big Red. She's not in the least red. Her color is silver sand. She's absolutely beautiful. But she is a red. That's the title of her make. She's a Tiffin Allegro Open Road Red, which means she's a diesel pusher. And it has a little red emblem on there. And
Big Red for Alabama.
And because Mr. B is a Crimson Tide fan, and so am I. Roll Tide, she's Big Red. So we love her. She's awesome. She's dependable. She's loyal. She's comfortable. And Mr. B drives her like a champion. The things, I mean, you can accidentally get into a situation that you didn't do yourself, like big potholes in an area or trees that shouldn't be on that road that you were sent down. And he navigates beautifully. I was a nervous wreck at the end of some of those things, and he was cool as a cucumber. And when he backed her in here, this is 35 feet long, he just backed her in. Just did it. It's amazing.
But I used to live on a farm.
He used to live on a farm, and I know you can hear him talking in the background. Shh.
I am over
So, here. Mr. B, shh. So, let's see.
Good morning.
I think we had redbud winter here in Kentucky. Brittany said, I bet you did. Henny Jr. Nope, we did have the Henny B, but this isn't the Henny B. This is, or the Henny 2, or the Big Henny. This is Big Red. She's a whole different personality. Um, but we did love our little Henny B. Tony Rose, okay, that was Tony. That's JL. That's Brittany. Connie said she's having her house appraised this week. Only 2 rooms left to prepare. Unfortunately, yesterday I fell down the stairs, Connie, and hurt my back. Thank God for the kids going to finish up the 2 rooms. So blessed. Connie, please, honey, be careful. You know, I fell down my stairs twice when I was pregnant with my daughter at 7 months, and twice in our last home. Steers and I don't get along. So I am instructed by Mr. B when I leave the little steps out of the RV that I must hold on and have nothing in my hands because I broke my ankle twice. And when I fell down the stairs when I was pregnant, I didn't hurt myself. But the first time I fell by accident, the second time I fell showing Larry how I fell. I felled. Okay. And so, and he's very overprotective. But Connie, yes, prayers for your healing, that your back gets well soon. Please be so careful. JL saying prayers for you. Nada, good morning, Kat and Mr. B. Hi, Nada. Amy, do you ever camp in Arkansas? Well, frankly, we will, but we have never hardly been anywhere because when we bought the Henny B, I had my parents to take care of, and we couldn't go very far. So we went 2 places. We went to Oak Mountain so I could be near my daughter and see her, who lives in Birmingham and Homewood. And we went to Gulf Breeze to see my son. So that's near Pensacola Beach. So those are the only 2 places we had been in the Henny B besides St. Augustine, where we parked her and lived in her. And then this big girl has been so far to 3 states. She's been to Florida, she's been to Alabama, and she's been to Mississippi, because before we came up to Alabama, we heard that it was going to be 29 degrees and 30 degrees on 2 nights. And so instead of going to where it's cold, because our house has wheels, we went to Biloxi, Mississippi, where it was nice and warm, and stayed there. It wasn't nice and warm, it was 40, but it was a lot better than 29. And then we came up, and it's going to be really beautiful now the whole time we're here, this whole month. So yay. So she's been to 3 states, but we're looking forward to getting all 48 states, including continental United States, and then maybe Alaska. Well, the only way we could do Hawaii would be to fly over and rent an RV, and I don't think Mr. B's into that. So, okay, I would do it. Good morning, Marty Watson, my sister. Good morning, Dickie Talmadge, Kat and Mr. B, everyone from Santa Paula, California. Amber King is here. Good morning, Amber. Sabine Delos is here. Good morning, Sabine. Well, we'll totally accept Big Red. Roll Tide, JL said. Abdi, good morning. Just arrived. What is the name of your travel adventures channel? It is called, where is it? Where's your comment, Mr. B?
It's called RV Life with Kat and Mr. B.
RV Life with Kat and Mr. B. But we haven't really started it yet.
Right now it shows us
It shows when we got the Henny B a long time ago.
We're going to reveal it while we're up here.
But yeah, we're going to make a reveal.
I'm going to get my Bama tag on it.
What he said. Okay, here we go. Jennifer Nepper, good morning, Kat, from sunny Pennsylvania. I hope you made it up. I make it up here sometime in your travels. Feel better, Connie? We love Pennsylvania. Absolutely love it. My daughter used to live, I have 3 daughters and a son. My daughter, Karen, and her husband used to live in Lebanon, Pennsylvania. Her husband is from Lebanon, and when he got out of service in the as an officer in the Navy, they built a beautiful home up there. But everybody wanted to come to Florida. So my other daughter, Robin, ended up in Buffalo, New York, which is also beautiful, that area, the northern New York area, upper state New York. I went to Niagara Falls. She was in Wheatfield, which is north of Buffalo. But anyway, that little barefoot Florida girl was freaking out with all the snow up there. So she and her husband are back in Florida. Everyone's in Florida except my daughter, Fathom. My daughter lives in, as I said, Homewood, and my son, Jamie, and he lives in the Pensacola Beach area, Gulf Breeze. So there we go. All right. And Fathom and Jamie were born and raised in Alabama. They're my stepchildren. But they're my kids. Connie said, yes, new house we're buying has no stairs. Yay. Connie, thank goodness, baby. Thank goodness. I can't believe you hurt yourself at the very end. Dickie Talmadge said good morning to Marty. Marty gave Dickie some sweet love. Nicole Ernst Boris, good morning. Live chat, y'all, not top chat. That's right. Marty, Mr. B said. Ernestine Frame, good morning from Kansas. Hi, Ernestine. Sherry Cook, good morning, Sherry. Haven't seen you in a bit. I'm having another sip. Today we've got a lot going on. I'm going to be mentoring my folks. I have some spots available. I know there's some new people who've signed up. I have to reach out to you and get you signed up, but there are some spots available for the 4 times a month, 3 times a month. 2 times a month and 1 time a month. So if you're interested, go ahead and sign up. And now, because it's the beginning of the month, it's the best time to get get yourself locked in for a good date. Candace said, "Good morning, Kat. Taking a break from vacuuming to catch you live." Yes, ma'am, because you know what today is. If you're an at-home homemaker, it's weekly home blessing hour. And so you're getting it done. I'm proud of you. All of you girls who are on here, I hope you stripped your bed, did not make your bed this morning. If this is your day for doing weekly home blessing hour, it is on the standard plan, it is the day for that. When I mentor you, sometimes people change that day, or even without mentoring, you might change that day. The whole idea is that you just don't change the whole plan. You just change your day so that you still get it done in the week. Okay? All right, ready? You ready, girls? We've been talking over 15 minutes. Let's get into this. Here's the book. Now, I'm going to ask you one time, and I know you'll do it. Keep your comments. Hold them. Write your questions down so that when you get ready, when I go back and tell you it's time, you can put your questions in there and I'll answer your questions, okay? But while I'm doing this, because I have ADD, you know it's distracting. So I'll ask you not to do any comments while I'm going live. I know that there'll be people who come in late and who'll say hello, and that's fine. I can ignore that. But anyway, I'm going to read these last little comments and then shh. So Nada's got her bed stripped and her sheets are in the wash or going in the wash. Also ordered the cute little stick vacuum. Yes. Weekly Home Blessing, Tony Rose said. Connie Miller, I'm excited to sign up for a monthly session after I move to keep me accessible for maintenance. Yes, Connie, I'm so excited to mentor you. Sherry Cook's still in Florida until Thursday. I've got a hair. There it is. When we snowbirds are headed home, sheets in the dryer. Yes, Sherry. I'm so glad. Candace, good morning, Kat. Taking a break. Okay, I read that. Candace. Okay, here we go, girls. Ready? Hold your questions. Good morning, Tracy Allen. Love you. Hold your questions. Here we go. Okay. What are we doing this week, my angels? Let's talk about it. First thing, we're doing our routines. Every single morning, we're doing our routines. So the first thing in the morning, we get up and we get dressed and we make our bed, except on Mondays, we strip our bed. Mine is stripped. Pardon me. We brush our teeth, wash our face, moisturize our skin, put on makeup, fix our hair, swish the toilet, wipe out the sink, toilets, sinks, okay? Put your dishes away and make breakfast. That is the little 10 steps of the morning routine. Now, there are other things we do in the morning. There is the laundry routine and the paper routine. Those happen in the morning in Routineville. So, paper routine. Make sure you have put 6 inches or about to put 6 inches of paper. If you have paper clutter, 6 inches someplace that you're going to touch it every single day, 6 days a week. So you're going to pull an inch off and you're going to go through it as quickly as you can. Okay. All right. Laundry is also what we're doing. My recommendation is to have a day for certain things. Monday's a good day to wash your sheets because you're stripping your bed and washing your sheets. Tuesday's a good day for towels. Wednesday's a good day for lights. Thursday, mediums. Friday, darks. And if you have to, you have a big family and you have extra towels and your kids aren't big enough to wash some of their laundry themselves, which would give you more time in the week, then an extra load of towels on Saturday. But I really prefer you not to have to do anything on Saturday if you can help it. Okay? All right. Those are your morning routines. When that morning routine is done and your kids have their morning routine done, which happens like that, nobody lays around, it's a weekday, let's get it, let's go. So after you get your coffee started, don't sit and drink it, go wake them up. Make sure they're getting their clothes on, stripping their bed, unless they're doing their own sheets later because they're older. Washing their face, brushing their teeth, combing their hair, hanging up their towel, wiping out the sink, coming to the kitchen, having some breakfast. Clean up after breakfast. and then you're going to go right into your zone. The zone we're in this week is one of my favorites. It's zone number 2, the kitchen. The kitchen. So you're already in there. I hope that you, when you were planning, and you're planning in desk day last Wednesday, that you planned for this week and you know exactly what you want to do in your kitchen the 4 days you're working in there. So if you have to declutter, you've got your 4 areas set to declutter. If you've already decluttered your kitchen, then you're going to have your 4 things that you're going to deep clean that won't take more than 15 minutes. Could take less, but won't take more. Okay, so after breakfast dishes are in the dishwasher, all your dishes were put away earlier, sinks are empty and clean, counters are wiped off. Okay, let's say that you have a messy counter and you need to declutter that counter, and that's something that you said you were going to do today in 15 minutes. So before you start, run to the potty, preventative peeing, get some water, turn on music, tell your family what's happening. Don't bother you. You've got to do this for 15 minutes. That's not a lot to ask. And then if they do bother you, you just keep going. Unless somebody's bleeding or broken, you just keep going. I'm sorry, honey. Go ahead and fix whatever it is. You talk to them, but you still do your thing. 3 containers, like a bag for your garbage, a laundry basket for your put away, and a box or basket or something for your giveaway or bag. And then you start going through it. You set your timer on your stove for 15 minutes or your microwave or whatever, and begin and work quickly. Do you really want to keep this? Do you love it, use it, or need it? If you don't love it, use it, or need it, then you don't get to keep it because it's taking up valuable space in your home and it's causing you to have a clogged kitchen. This is like surgery where you're declogging your veins, okay? All right, so give it away. Bless somebody with it. Do you have 3 crock pots? Do you use 3 crock pots? If you do, yay. If you don't, give it away. Because here's the deal. You can have 3 this is just an example. Excuse me for saying here's the deal. I apologize. You have 3 crock pots. Let's say one's the Pioneer Woman, it's so pretty, and then you've got the standard crock pot, and you've got a smaller crock pot. And let's say you use the standard crock pot because the sides stay nice and cool. It's not particularly pretty, but the sides stay cool. And you sometimes use the medium or small crock pot that you have. But that Pioneer Lady one is so pretty, but the sides get hot, so you don't use it. Well, we don't have love for kitchen things. You can use it and love it, like a KitchenAid mixer, for example. It's beautiful. You use it and love it. But you love it because it's pretty, but all it's doing is taking up space. So bless someone else with it who doesn't have one at all and who will use it and learn to avoid the sides. Or give away the one you've been using and use this one and learn to avoid the sides if you just love it so much. But don't keep 3 of them because you don't ever use it, but it's so pretty to look at. Does that help you at all? Help you make a decision? So you have to use it, love it, or need it. So in the case of a crock pot, all 3 could happen. But maybe only 2. Maybe love, maybe use and need, and you don't really want that pretty one anymore because it's just sitting in there taking up valuable taking up your counter when you're cooking or not cooking, at no room to put it in the shelf or the pantry, so it's taking up your counter space. Okay, on to more happy things. So get your work done this week. When you're done with your 15 minutes, guess what? You complete the process. You take the garbage out to the garbage can, you take the giveaway to the back of the car, and you put away things that don't belong in the kitchen where they need to go that you've gotten out of this, or in other cabinets in the kitchen if they go there, okay? Now you already know what you're going to put in all your cabinets before you start. So even if you've decluttered the counter and you know exactly where everything goes in your kitchen, but the cabinets are full, you got a problem. That's why I always say start with the cabinets. Then you can work on your counter. But sometimes you can get rid of things on the counter just to make it better. And maybe that's what you're doing today. Your call. All right, next thing we're going to do after that is take a little break, check on the kids if you have them. If you're homeschooling, that was only 15 minutes. Let's say you started that at 9 o'clock, at 9:15 you're done, you can start homeschooling. Homeschooling is generally 1.5, 2 hours. Maybe even an hour for really young kids, maybe longer for your bigger kids, but they work independently more. So once you've gotten the homeschooling done or whatever it is that you did, if your kids are in actual class, physical class, then you can go straight into your next thing, which is your basic weekly plan, weekly home blessing hour. Now, if you've done school already and the kids are done, let's get them to help you on the weekly home blessing hour. If your kids are in school, you get it done. You've got six things to do. You've already done your bed, so you have 5 left. 3 baby jobs. Dust the whole house in 10 minutes. You can do it if you have a nice feather duster and you take each room and take 2 minutes only for each room. 5 rooms. You may have a lot more rooms than that, but pick your 5 most important rooms. Second is take the glass, clean the glass. It probably won't even take you 10 minutes. But get a microfiber towel, get part of it wet, wipe the bathroom mirror if it's got splashes on it, and go around the house looking for little paw prints and kid hand prints and nose prints and all those things, and wipe the glass. You're not cleaning the glass with Windex and doing the big thing. You're just doing this real quick. Third baby job, empty all the tiny little baby garbage cans that you have in your house. Empty them, put new liners in. That won't take you 15 minutes if you hustle. Then you're down to 2 things left, because you only had 5 left. You already did your sheets, or they're in the washing machine, or maybe now you need to put them in the dryer. So you've done those 3, so you've got 2 left. 2 left, and that is your floors. So you've got to vacuum or dust mop your floors, and you've got to mop your kitchen and bathrooms. You don't mop other rooms in the house during the weekly home blessing hour, just the kitchen and the bathrooms. So let's start with vacuuming. First, let's prep. Let's go in the bathroom, shake the rugs in the hall. Hang them over the banister or hang them over the toilet or the tub. Put everything else on the floor, up off the floor, like your toilet scrubber, your scales, whatever else you might have, Johnny Plunger. Get it up. Get it on the bottom, on the toilet. That's generally where mine all fit. Okay? And then you're going to have hair and stuff on the floor in your bathroom. That's okay. We're going to handle that. Now get your vacuum out, your little stick vacuum, your little Bissell stick vacuum, or whatever kind you have, a little Dyson, whatever you've got. Not one of the little handhelds, because you have to stand up and get it done quick, because you're going to take 5 rooms and you're going to work for 2 minutes in each room. One of the rooms is the hall, the main hall, where you just shook those rugs. Okay, so you're going to hit your bedroom for 2 minutes, maybe a child's room or a guest room, the hallway, some other room, and a living room. Maybe 2 of the children's rooms or whatever. But when you're in that hallway, you're going to slip into the bathroom. You're going to take the head off the vacuum or not, doesn't matter. Take the hose or whatever, or just run the vacuum, and you're going to run it really quick in the bathroom, maybe 30 seconds, just to get the hair and dust out of the bathroom, so when you mop, you won't be mopping hair. Then when you go into the area by the kitchen, it doesn't matter. You don't have to do that to the kitchen, because the kitchen you sweep every day in your after dinner routine. Okay, so 5 rooms, 2 minutes a room. I mean it. I mean 2 minutes a room. Don't give me any back talk. Get that done. You're going to feel so good when you do. I know there are other rooms. I can hear the things that you're saying. I know there's clutter. Vacuum around it. You're just getting the places that you walk. If there's not clutter and it's all open and gorgeous, congratulations. This is still just a weekly home blessing hour. When you get to zone 5, the living room, if you want to give it a deep vacuum and make pretty lines in the carpet, that's when you do it. This is how we keep your house in great shape. 2 minutes each room. When it's not done, wrap the hose up, set it aside. Next, mop the kitchen. Mop it. 3 minutes. Go into the bathroom, 2 minutes. Second bathroom, 2 minutes. Third bathroom, 2 minutes. You're done. If you don't have 3 bathrooms, you only have 2 bathrooms, then it's only going to take you 5 minutes. 7 minutes. If you only have 1 bathroom, it's only going to take you 5 minutes. 3 in the kitchen, 2 in the bathroom. It's 5 minutes. Okay. Now we're going to complete the process. So that vacuum cleaner where you wrapped the cord and snapped it together so it doesn't fall off and it's nice and tidy for next time, you might want to empty the canister on that. Make it nice and ready for next time. The mop that you used in the kitchen, I recommend an O-Cedar spray mop that you put your own water and own cleaner in. 1 cap of Mrs. Meyer's is plenty. It lasts a long time. Then you're going to take the head off of that mop and you're going to throw it in we're going to let it dry. Or unless you're doing towels, you can throw it in with the towels. Let it dry. When it is dry, it's dirty clothes. It goes with the dirty towels. Don't put softener in your towels because then you'll have things that won't be absorbent, including the pad on your mop. Okay. All right. Now we're going to, but you can use vinegar to soften if you want to. Now we're going to put that away as well. If you have to reload it, maybe you used up all your soapy solution, put some fresh water in it, a new cap full of Mrs. Myers, put it away. It's ready for next time. Okay, now sit down and enjoy the fruits of your labor. You're done. Your kitchen is done. You've done your weekly home blessing hour. Your family can now enjoy the rest of the day. You can enjoy the rest of the day. You will have some more routines, and those routines are going to be the after dinner routine. Dishes, wipe the table, wipe the counters, wipe the sink, sweep the floor, including cleaning the kitchen stove and the pots and pans. To delegate, make sure everybody knows before dinner, and make sure you don't let them leave the kitchen. Try to have dinner as a family. Last thing is your before bed routine, where you wash your face, you take your shower, you moisturize your skin, you lay out your clothes, and right before bed you brush and floss your teeth. I'd like you to do that right after dinner. Go run and take a shower, wash your face, moisturize your skin, lay your clothes out, okay? Then right before bed, when you're actually getting ready to go to bed, brush and floss your teeth. Okay, we did our weekly home blessing hour. For the rest of the week, Tuesday is your free day for the basic weekly plan. So you have nothing but your routines tomorrow. Wednesday is planning and desk day, where you plan for next week. So when you get into zone 3, the other room, then you're going to have a plan for it. What are you going to do in your other room? The hall bathroom and your other room. What are the 4 things you're going to do? Thursday is errand day, where you go pick up your groceries and run all your errands. Friday is planning. Friday is car and purse day and date night. Saturday is family fun day. Make a plan. Know what you're going to do. Sunday is renew your spirit. Everyone gets to renew their spirit on Sunday. All right. Then we go to our zones. This week, again, we're in the kitchen. Next week, we're going to be in the bathroom and the other room. And then the last thing we want to do is make sure you're checking this planner twice a day, at least twice a day. Look at it. See what's in it. What have you got planned for tomorrow? What's for dinner tomorrow? Do you need to lay anything out? What's the weather going to be tomorrow? What are you going to lay out to wear tomorrow? Are you doing anything special that you need to be dressed a certain way for? Okay? I am dressed a certain way today. I'm done, by the way. I'm dressed a certain way today. And guess why? I'm so excited. Larry and I, when we first pulled into Red Bay, ran across somebody that we follow on YouTube. And in fact, I'm a patron of RV Texas, y'all. And that is Tom and Stacy. And we accidentally found them when we were lost trying to find the proper RV parking place, because they all look different. They all look the same, the little RV parking spots in Red Bay, Alabama. And there they were. And they were there talking to us and so excited to see us, and knew who we were because I'm one of their patrons, and we're going to go have dinner with them tonight. So we're real excited to do that. So today I wore a cuter little blouse and some jeans and some pink sneakers. That's what I'm wearing. Okay, so I'm open for questions. Tell me what's going on. What questions did you think of when you came in? If you came in and didn't say hey to you, tell me what's going on. So you can type now. I know it takes a minute for them to come through. In my coffee today is sugar-free Coffee Mate caramel powder. Delicious. Delicious. I use 4 teaspoons, more than they say you're supposed to use. 71 of you on here. We have 27 thumbs up. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. If the rest of you could give us a thumbs up, it would make all the world of difference. This is so cool. Can't wait till you come to the Northwest. Thanks, Connie. We're looking forward to the Northwest. We are. I think that's probably going to be in 2022. That's what we're thinking. We might not make it all the way to the Northwest on 2022. I know we're definitely going to Utah and Wyoming and that area, Colorado. Well, we might make it to the Northwest. You never know. Marty said she loves the coconut fat-free Coffee Mate liquid. I've never had that, Marty. Did you just find it? The caramel's good. Why can't we find Method Daily Shower Spray? Well, Tony Rose, you can find it on Grove Collaborative. That's where you can find it. Grove Collaborative. There's a link below, unless Mr. B took it out. Is my Grove Collaborative still on there?
Yes, I'll put it up
I
there.
have a link. Get a discount. If you've never
Free
ordered for
5-piece set.
them, you'll get a free Mrs. Myers set with your first order. You do have to make a minimum order. I think it's $25, but they've got so many wonderful things. That's where I get it, and I love it so much. Well, my new house has an RV pad. Are you serious, Connie Miller? That's crazy. Don't forget, put your questions in caps, just like Tony Rose did. She's awesome. Let's see. Hi, Kat. My name is Marley, and I'm really struggling with getting the after-dinner routine done as by the evening. My body is hurting from the day, and I'm not sure what to do. Here's what you do. You're welcome, Tony. Here's what you do. First of all, welcome, Marley. So happy to have you. I don't know if you've been watching in the past and you're just now speaking, but that's okay. Marley, what you do is let everyone know right after dinner, this is what's going to happen. If there's not everyone, if it's just you, then you won't have much to clean up. But if there's more and there's a huge mess, number one problem is you may not have started with a clean kitchen to start with. So you have to start with a clean kitchen, which means in the morning you empty your dishwasher so you have a place for the dishes to go, or you empty your dish rack so you have a place for the dishes to go during the day. After each meal, you clean up. Now it's time for dinner. You make dinner. Try not to use so many pots and pans, bowls and spoons. Think, how can I use less? Can I put all this directly into the pot? I saw a lady on TV the other day, and she was chopping onions, and she was using one of those choppers that you usually put right on a board, and it chops. And instead, she chopped it right in the bowl, the mixing bowl. So smart. You just have to think, what am I going to use? Am I going to use a spoon? Do I need a spoon for every single thing, or can I just have my nice warm soapy water and put it in there real quick, wipe it off, or rinse it under the faucet, for heaven's sakes, and use it for something else? Do I really need to use 3 pans to cook that? Is there a way I can do that in 2 pans? And also, go ahead and rinse your pans as soon as you're done. If you can wash them, great. If not, at least rinse them. Get them ready to go. And then after dinner, somebody's going to clean the stove and the pans. That's generally you. And then everybody else takes care of their dishes. If they're big enough to eat and feed themselves, they're big enough to carry their dish to the dishwasher or to the sink, and somebody else can wash the dishes. I don't know what your situation is. I don't know how many people you have, but think how you can do it. Marley, think what you could do to make it better. And I know you're hurting at the end of the day, but you're going to feel better after it's done. It's like a catch-22. You're going to feel worse if you don't do it. So do it and tell yourself you can do it, and know you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, and you will get it done. Okay? All right. Mr. B put the link up for Grove Collaborative. I'm getting what am I getting from them? Something. I ordered something recently. It's going to Marty's house. She's receiving my things. Publix has sugar-free coconut in the liquid. Marty, I'm going to check that out when I get back to town. Michelle said, weekly home blessing is so much easier now that my kids can help. 5-year-old is the youngest, and she can do the garbage. Absolutely, Michelle. I'm so proud of you that you're doing that. And it's so good for the kids. Somebody, Pammy, one of my clients and mentees, Pammy, sent me a video of her little baby. I don't know how old she was, 12 months, 18 months, but she had a microfiber cloth, and she had picked it up and was wiping and stretching it out and wiping the glass on the shower. And her mama got a video of it and said, are you helping me with my weekly home blessing? And the baby was just smiling. You can teach them really young. I know she's not really cleaning, but you know what? It's such a great way to get them into the mindset of this is what we do. Good morning, Lita. She said good morning to everybody. Sonia Covington, I can visualize that what I want in my mind, but it seems like it will take forever. Sonia, here's the thing, baby. If you don't do it, the time's still going to pass. In fact, it's going to get worse in your home. So just do it every day, a little bit. You're establishing habits. That's what you're doing. And you're keeping up the clutter checks. You got to do your clutter checks 3 times a day. I didn't mention that today when we were doing our work, but 3 times a day you do a clutter check. Morning, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. clutter checks. And if you have little kids, with toys, babies, 4 times a day for their toys. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and before bed. Okay? And you just do it over and over again. It keeps you from having clutter retake your house. Okay. So I'm glad you can visualize it because that gives you some hope. That's like your light at the end of the tunnel. Just know that today we're working in the kitchen and you're going to get some stuff done. And when you see it and you've gotten that place cleared, whether it's a junk drawer or a glass cabinet or a corner of your counter, whatever it is, in your head you plant a flag. This is my country. No one's taking it back from me. And when you do your clutter checks, you check all the places you've planted flags to make sure it's staying clear of clutter that you or others might just out of habit throw there. Okay? This is a long process. It's like getting your teeth straightened. If you've ever had a child in braces or you wore braces or you're familiar with braces, you know, it's hard work to get your teeth straightened and it hurts in the beginning to get them straightened. But it's a little bit, every time you go, they adjust it just a little bit. Before you know it, your teeth are nice and straight. And they still have to keep the braces on for long enough for the roots to move properly and stay in place. And that habit is established. And that's what you're doing in your house. It's like wearing braces. I hope that helps in some visualization for you, okay? So no matter how snaggle-toothed your teeth are, and crooked and spaced and sticking out or whatever, they're going to be beautiful, but not right away. But when you start doing something about it and you see that little bit of movement, it makes a huge difference. So that's what I want you to think about, okay? All right. That was Sonia. Connie said, yes, I'm serious. You can park at my house and then travel around the beautiful Willamette Valley, God's country. Oh, Connie, that sounds wonderful. Self-care sanctuary. Yay, I made it to alive again. Yay. What's your name? Who are you? I see your little teeny tiny picture and you're beautiful, but I don't know your name. Because I can't make out your face really. I could just see that you're pretty. Nada said, question. I loved your video a few weeks ago about getting kids to do their chores. You talked about expectations, but I think my problem is that my expectations are too high, as they constantly whine and complain and goof off. Can you talk about setting a reasonable expectation? I sure can, Nada. You don't want to ever ask your children to do anything that takes more than 5 or 10 minutes. And generally, if you'll just give them one thing at a time. You can't give kids a bunch of things to do at one time. Do you want somebody giving you a big old list of things to do when you're happily playing and goofing off? No, you don't. So neither do they. So you have to say, okay, kids, we're going to do some work. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to put all your shoes in this basket and take them to your room. It's 2 steps, one thing. Or you're going to empty the basket of shoes into your closet, put all the shoes that mate up side by side. Or you're going to say, you're going to pick up all the paper in your bedroom, put it in this bag, and I'll come and check. And you inspect what you expect. You can't just know that they're going to do that because they probably aren't. They have to learn that you mean business and that you have to go back and say, this is what we're doing, do it. Don't whine at me. You can whine if you want to, but close your door because I don't want to hear you. You still have to do the work. But it's only going to take you 5 minutes. And then don't give them one thing after another thing after another thing. Give them a break. Let them go play. They're little kiddos. But just expect 1 or 2 things and let them do that. So make your bed and then lots of praise. Heap it on. So if they make their bed and it's a sloppy mess and they're 7 years old, that's the way 7-year-olds make their bed. Most of them. Now some of them are quite tidy. You'd just be surprised. Even some 5-year-olds can do a good job, but some 15-year-olds do a lousy job, and that's just the way it is. At least they made their bed. And you could say, thank you for making your bed to your 15-year-old who did a lousy job. And expect it every day, and eventually it'll get better and better, because eventually they'll learn that it's nicer to have a nice made bed. Maybe. And your 5-year-old, good job, buddy. So proud of you for making your bed. Don't make it too hard. Don't give them lots of pillows to put on there and lots of sheets and blankets and covers. That's too much. It's got to be easy. So pull up the sheet, pull up the cover, put the pillow at the top, put your toys on that, or your stuffed animals or whatever. But if you make it all cushy and comfy and you've got 15,000 comforters and things, they're not going to be able to make it. It's too much. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hope that helped you, Nada. Linda Dalmas. Hi, Linda. She and I were talking today, texting. Linda is one of my graduated fly babies. You know, once you're my fly baby on the YouTube, on the Patreon channel, you're my forever fly baby. So you can always reach out to me and ask me questions. Once you've been my fly baby, you have my text, my personal text, and you can text me anytime. That is another advantage of being a fly baby. Whine and complain and goof off. Can you talk about setting? Okay, I answered that. That was the end of that other question. That was Nada. Brittany Douglas. I'm with after dinner routine as well because of my pregnancy. I'm so tired at the end of the day. Thank you for the encouragement. You can do it, Brittany. And then don't sit down then. Then go take your shower and wash your face. Lay your clothes out. Put on some moisturizer. Okay? That's going to make you feel better. And you wake up a little bit and you'll feel a little better. Late, but I'm here. Hi, Rosemary in Texas. Allison Alden. Okay, I'm ready. I have issues getting my girls involved, 3 and 10. Any suggestions? Yeah. You just say, hey, Miss Kat said that you're old enough to do your own laundry, 10-year-old. So let me show you how. And you show them how. And then you say to your 3-year-old, here, baby, you can sweep the kitchen. And you give her a little baby sweeper and let her sweep, a little broom and let her sweep, a little baby broom. Or, here, honey, you can wipe the counter. You can wipe whatever she can reach. The glass on the shower, just like the 18-month-old. Just give her little jobs and give her praise. But your big one, you have to tell her what a big girl she is, or boy. And that, you know, they're old enough to do certain things. Remember always that a child has to have the physical strength, the manual dexterity, and the emotional maturity to do the job you're asking them. And only you as a parent can decide if your child is truly ready. But in general, a 9-year-old is tall enough, strong enough, has manual dexterity enough, and is intelligent enough to put laundry in the machine and push the particular button you told them to push, and soap, and then can take that out and put it in the dryer and push the dryer, and then take their clothes out and fold them and put them in their drawer or hang them up. They're big enough to do that. But you, as the parent of a 9 or 10-year-old or 12-year-old or 15-year-old or 18-year-old, are still going to have to remind them and inspect what you expect. So I think I heard your dryer, hun. Oh, remember, the job's not done until the clothes are folded and hung up and put away. Okay. And they'll go, but it's okay. Great examples on visualizing, Rosemary said. Thank you. Self-Care Sanctuary, Chantilly Eggerson. Thank you, Chantilly. You're beautiful, and you have a pretty, pretty name. Yes, Rosemary. JL, I have to list a list of to-dos before any tech. I have list of to-dos before any tech.
Before technical stuff.
Okay, good. I guess that's what you meant. Mr. B said before technical stuff. Thank you, Chantilly said. Rosemary, tone means a lot when working with young children. Absolutely. Remember to be firm but kind. Remember your favorite teacher. How was she? Did she let you goof off? Would you turn in rotten work to her? Or would you want to do your best for her because she was so kind, but she was firm and you knew that she meant what she was talking about, or he? So remember your favorite teacher, and that's the way you are with your kids because you are their favorite teacher. Bell, good day, Kat and Mr. B. Good morning. Nada said, thanks, Kat. Connie said, Nada, my son is a grown man but with autism. He is so physically capable, but he gets overwhelmed if my expectations are too high. I give him one thing at a time and inspect what I expect, 8-year-old level. Great, Connie, and that's a great example. Thank you for sharing that. You have to measure your own child's expectations. Only you know. But I'm so proud of him. Good for him. Nada said, Connie, thanks. All 3 of mine are like mildly autistic as well in the process of testing. But you know what? Don't let your children's disabilities define them. You know, my sister Marty's on here and she's got severe rheumatoid arthritis. And she always says that. Do not let your disabilities define you. You are you, and your kids are your kids. You know, Marty never complains. But I'm saying if you decide, and the doctors decide that your children are autistic, even mildly, don't let that color who they are. They're still your children. That's an aside. You know, it's important to know in their learning. It's important to know how they have to learn. But they're still human beings, beautiful children, and they can still do things. Okay? Okay. Love that favorite teacher. Yes, Missy B. Mine was Miss Diener, 3rd grade. Allison said, thank you. You're welcome. Um, let's see. JL said, sorry for your kids having autism. Missy B said, okay, I read that, Missy. Julie Heitzman, good morning, Kat. Hi, Julie. Abdi said, playing a Flylady song helps my kids. They love to race against the song since they're only 2 or 3 minutes long. That's a great idea. If you don't know what she's talking about, on flylady.com, she has different fun things for kids on there. Gracie Mann, hi, Gracie. Good to have you. But you know,
You want to tell them what the 5 videos for Patreon was last week? I have them here.
I probably have them written down.
I've got them right here on the computer.
What are they?
Friday was Magic Mornings.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. Mr. B said he thought you might want to know what the Patreon videos were last week. Friday, we're going to work backwards. Friday was Magic Mornings.
And then
Thursday was
Saving for a Rainy Day.
Saving for a Rainy Day.
And
Wednesday was
Spring Break.
Spring Break.
Surgery.
Surgery.
Moving and Caretaking. And
Tuesday was
Fancy Nancy.
Fancy Nancy. And Monday was
Are You Taking Care of Yourself?
Are You Taking Care of Yourself?
Great videos.
Mr. B said they were great videos. Thank you, Mr. B, and thank you for reminding me to let them know what we did record last week. And I'm going to be making 5 more this week.
It's
I make
only
them.
$5.
Make them. I know it's only $5. You
For
could
5
be. You
videos.
could be a Fancy Nancy.
Yep.
Okay, or you could have savings for a rainy day. You could do any of those things. You could be able to handle surgery or emergency spring break or whatever is going on in your life. All right, JL said, I am a double sorry my kids have to do a to-do list before they play tech. Okay, I gotcha. And that's good. Lita, I too have an adult son with autism. I use Flylady Student Control Journal to help him with his routines. Excellent, Lita. Gracie is from New Jersey. Lita said, sorry, Connie. Connie said, Nada, my son works at the local hospital. They love him and he earns enough for all of his extra spending and part of his housing. I'm so proud of him. Me too, Connie. I'm proud of him too. I see all kids as a blessing, JL says. Yes. Good morning, Kat and Mr. B. Hi, Deb Cruz. How are you? Okay, girls, I think that's it. And so I hope you have a fabulous day. I will see you if you are payroll and you happen to be on here, I will see you on Saturday morning with payroll, the payroll plan for the weekend. And I'm going to answer one more question for Missy B, and then I'm going to let you go. My oldest daughter does try to use her disability to get out of chores. I remind her how capable she really is and give her lots of praise. Works most of the time. Yay, Missy. I loved your Magic Moments video on Patreon this week and the rest. Thank you so much, Bridget. All right, that's Bridget Brethnock. Is that how you say your name? I hope so. All right, that's it for today. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. And if you're interested in Patreon, go ahead and sign on. Go over there. Go to that link, or you can have an app, patreon.com. Larry just put the link up. Or you can go to patreon.com. Patreon is the app, or patreon.com is online. So there you go. So sign up, and I will be happy to take care of you. Have a wonderful day, and always remember that you are beautiful. So be beautiful.